main course. What do you want? Put a steak on my plate. Not just any steak. How about a filet mignon? Okay, how about we top that with a bacon wrapping all around it? And then let's bring it to you from our #1 food brand here at QVC, the only brand that actually serves the world's only 7-star restaurant with their filet mignon. Yeah, you've got a bestseller. Right now, we're gonna bring to you 8 of these 5-ounces, and we're gonna get them to you at a great easy pay. 5 payments of $27.60. This is filet mignon. This is going to the steakhouse. This is actually getting the filet that's on the special menu for the lowest price, $17 per filet here. This is crazy. And we have them for you in 2 flavors. So you can get all of them in the hickory smoked, which would have what kind of like flavor to it?
Bold, rich, smoky.
And then we also have our applewood,
which is going to be your sweet, very delicate.
Now, there is no combination here, so maybe you're picking up both of them for yourself at the sale price, because the easy pay on this goes away at the end of the day today. And 135110 is your item number. Chris Menzer is here with me to talk to us about it. It smells so good in here, by the way. It must be all this bacon basting, all this delicious filet mignon. I mean, these are like our favorite cuts of meat.
It really is. But when you take the king of steak,
yeah,
and you wrap it in bacon.
I mean, could it get any better?
You can't go wrong.
It doesn't get any better,
right? You cannot go wrong.
So this one over here is the...
So this is the apple.
Okay.
Okay, so you're trying the apple first, and that's going to be that, again, that light smoke, very sweet. And when I say sweet, I don't mean sweet like sugar sweet. I mean sweet mild, because that applewood has so much sugar in it.
It's
right?
aromatic.
It actually caramelizes when it smokes, and it gives it that nice light flavor.
And the filet is perfection. Hand trimmed, no fat, no bone, no gristle, 100% decadent bite after bite. And then the wrapping it in that bacon just enhances the entire experience. Now, which one is this one?
Okay, now we're going to the apple, okay? Now, I just want to show you here, when you look at these two, right? This is the actual apple, but look at the texture of here, how porous that filet mignon is. And why we wrap filet mignon in bacon is just because of the porous nature of the filet.
So it almost absorbs the flavors.
It soaks right in, and because the filet mignon is so lean and so tender, that bacon actually accents that absolute tenderness. It makes it juicy and delicious.
That's yummy.
And here's this one here.
It smells so good in here. I mean, I could literally eat
doesn't
this all day. If we could present this for 24 hours, I would never have a problem, right? I love all food, but you put a great filet in front of you, and you've got a meal to remember. This is that opportunity to have something for the grill. Maybe it's a special birthday or a special occasion. This is that opportunity to have a great pan-fried meal or even oven-baked meal. We'll talk to you about preparation on this, but here's what I want you to know. Remember, there are 2 choices that you can make here. You can get all 8 of your fillets wrapped in hickory smoked bacon, which again has what kind of notes to it?
It's that more of that bold, rich flavor.
And then the applewood, you can get all 8 of them in that applewood bacon, which is that...
It's going to be that nice, sweet, mild, with a little bit of like that hint of fruit.
So topping a salad, center of the plate, served with your favorite, kind of surf. We have something from Egg Harbor coming up. We have the delicious Faroe Island salmon with the snow crab. Maybe you're doing surf and turf. But let's show everybody, Chris, where this comes from, right? So if you're thinking filet mignon, there's a reason why filet mignon is one of the most kind of ordered meats on the menu at the steakhouses, right? It's buttery, it's melt in your mouth.
It is.
It's absolutely delicious. These are 5 ounces with the bacon wrapped around it.
Yeah, so this is a whole filet mignon, right? Now, this is Black Angus filet mignon, not just any filet mignon. This is coming from our farmers from the Midwest, right? This is actually aged for 28 days, and what that means is that we take it and we let those enzymes mix with the protein. So not only is it actually already tender because it's filet mignon, but that aging process brings out the richness. And look at the marbling in there. Now, most filet mignons, you're not going to see that kind of marbling, and that's because it's the Black Angus. And then what we do is we take that Black Angus 5-ounce filet and we roll it in this bacon. Okay, this is our applewood.
And that's a thick cut bacon.
It's a beautiful bacon, right?
Yeah.
And then we take it just like this. Then we take a pin. And the one thing you'll have to do after you cook it is you're going to remove this stainless steel pin from the filet, because we don't want you biting into that. But then this is what you're going to get. This is something, I mean, we talk about at restaurants, that's an upsell.
It's so fancy.
It is so fancy, and it's an upsell at a restaurant.
I've never seen a restaurant actually do a bacon-wrapped filet mignon, right? Like, I feel like that would be so extra at the restaurant.
Bertie's taking me on date night. We always do date night. We do, and we always like filet mignon. And I'm jumping in here because I'm like 8 of them. That's 4 date nights.
Oh my gosh, yes.
$137. We can't get one steakhouse dinner that's filet mignon for 2 people at a fancy white tablecloth steakhouse restaurant. And here, you're getting 4 significant date nights or 8 meals for by themselves for $27.60. I'm like, my mouth is on the floor.
By the way, from the brand that actually services those steakhouses.
Right.
Like, I mean, like, it's so funny. How many times have I been to a steakhouse and I'm looking at the menu and I'm going,
like,
oh my gosh,
Rastelli.
this is all Rastelli's. It's all Egg Harbor. And it's literally right on the menu. Today, we're doing that for you here at QVC. You're not paying the crazy prices because we're shipping it directly to you. Instead of paying $60 for the filet wrapped with bacon, you're getting it home for $17.24 per piece. Now, we also have them for you individually blast frozen and vacuum sealed. Now, that's really important because they stay for a full year in your freezer. And what's really nice about that is the fact that you have the opportunity to just take out one. You could take out all 8 if you want. Yeah, right over here, right? And you'll see that right there. And you are, of course, preparing these from thawed.
From thawed, yes. You're going to thaw them out, and they're going to thaw very quickly. You take them out the night before if you're like me and you forget. Cold water, running water in a bowl, and it'll be about 30 minutes.
So my side, I'd like it to be asparagus, and then I'd also like a side of mashed potatoes.
Well, are you going for
we have that on
because
two plates,
that's the fancy, that's the fancy steakhouse experience. I like it.
But which one are you ordering? Are you ordering the hickory or are you ordering the applewood?
I'm ordering the applewood.
Nice.
Oh, the applewood.
Use a fork, my dear.
But
Holy buckets.
Let me just show you right here. This is one filet that I cut in half. I put it on the side, and I cut it in half. Because this is something that if you're doing a surf and turf, that you can actually split and get 2 servings out of one. But look how, because these are really thick, right? They're thick steaks.
I know. I know, they're so good.
Oh my gosh. You have bacon dripping into filet mignon. What is not to love about that? That's a rhetorical question. Exactly. I don't think it can get more decadent. And by the way, you have these in your freezer, so any night can all of a sudden be, quote, a special night just because.
And, of course, the fact that you have them, you know, at the ready at a price like this means that you'll do it more often. You know, sometimes you have those things where you're like, okay, well, I got to save that for a special occasion, or I bought that for something super special.
And
Today, we're saying make any night special and get that home for $27.60. Now, we don't have a lot of these to go around. We have fewer than 500 to go around. If you want, you can lock it in on auto delivery, get it every 60 days for a full year. And 135110. Now, that's one sliced in 2 right down the center.
Now, I want to show you right here real quick because it's important. I want to make sure when you get these and after you cook them, right, you're going to pull this little pin out that we talked about. That's it. You're just going to take that to the side.
The pin is there to hold it.
It's to hold the bacon on during the cooking process. So you have different options on cooking. Air fryer at 350 for 12 minutes. They come out beautifully. If you want to do a saute pan, you can put them in a saute pan, cast iron pan, sear them, put the pan in the oven, finish them that way. Or you can take them on their side just like this, and you can actually pan sear the bacon to get the bacon crispy, and then pan sear it on each side and let it baste in the bacon on the oven on medium heat, and they come out beautiful.
All that bacon fat is giving it that nice, delicious flavor. Okay, so you can get all 8 of them in the hickory. You can get all 8 of them in the applewood. Whichever one, now's your chance to check out of your shopping cart because that easy pay goes away at the end of the day today. Also think about locking it in on auto delivery, getting it every 60 days for a full year, and 135110. Chris Spencer, we're gonna see you a little bit later,
yes,
correct?
Sir.
Okay. We were talking about surf and turf.